Yo, what is up guys? And welcome to another video. Today's video is gonna be a little different again. It's gonna be a little depressing unfortunately, but it is what it is. So basically, Vainglory uploaded a video to their channel. And I'm gonna summarize to you what they are saying. So...
Hey Vainglory community, my name is Christian.
We're just gonna start the video. I'm gonna skip a lot of parts and tell you basically what happens. So in the beginning, they basically explain that, you know, the situation that happened. Rogue Games couldn't handle Vainglory. Rogue Games wanted to shut down the servers. They worked their asses off to save it. So that's basically what they talk about for the first 2 minutes. And, you know, they've been very busy with it. And let's just, I'm gonna find the good part, which is very important. So here he talks about that picking a publisher was not the best choice that they made because they think it needs a lot of love, the game. It's not just a game that you can, just do whatever you want. Just like all other Rogue games, they don't care. It's just trash games and stuff.
Now, second alternative would have been to take on and maintain.
So first, he talks about, so he says that there's 3 choices that they have right now. The first choice, which he just explained, is choosing a new publisher like Rogue Games. That's basically not gonna work because Rogue Games completely messed it up and they basically killed our game. So let's listen to the second option.
Unfortunately, second alternative would have been to take on and maintain the game ourselves.
Oh yes, please.
We've actually been so focused on building Project Spellfire for a long time as a studio that we simply don't have the capability.
I can't believe this.
Don't have the.
So as you heard, they cannot maintain the game. They do not have the time, and they don't have the people. They just don't have the resources to take care of our beautiful game. They're focusing on Project Spellfire, which I respect, but they can't take care of Vainglory. They can't.
Resources, the people, the ability to do the game justice moving forward. And then thirdly, the saddest option of all would be to shut it down. To actually go.
Ouch! Oh, that one hit me. That one hit me right here. Right here. Right here. It hit me right there. When he said that.
Go ahead and turn off the servers entirely.
Oh, no.
Maybe on a slightly more longer time scale.
Guys,
Now,
what
we
is
obviously
going
hate
on?
that option because
Yeah, we do too, bro. We do too.
ourselves. We have a really soft spot both for the game itself
I
and
do
also
too.
for you guys, the awesome community.
And I'm sure
so
you
that's
guys do
really not a
too.
route that we wanted to go down. So we had 3 bad options that we couldn't really choose between. So, but what was great was that Quarry here does what he does so often, or did what he does so often, which is actually come up with a 4th option that we hadn't even thought about. And this is a crazy, bold, it's a very risky attempt to do something entirely new and different that perhaps at least we haven't.
So I'm gonna explain this 4th option because they take a very long time to explain it. Basically, they say we give the game to you, the community, and what it means is that they shut down the servers, and that we have our own servers. Basically, when you play Minecraft with friends, this is probably gonna be something that looks like it, right? So. You won't be able to play online, you won't be able to do that kind of stuff. Well, it is online, but you won't be able to just rank up, there's not going to be a global server. You have to make your own server, invite your own people, make a private. You can probably do that with like a code, to invite your teammates.
Being done anywhere before, certainly not for a mobile game, where instead of handing Vainglory over to a publisher, we would do something different.
Yeah, he says handing it over to you.
We weren't sure if we can do it for sure. There will be lots of bumps on the road, but forever. So we wanted to give it a try.
So basically, he said in the short term, the servers are going to crash a couple times when they make these changes. And in the long term, there's going to be big changes, guys. The game is not going to be the same as you know it to be. It's not going to be the same at all.
I'm going to hand it over to Quarry, who's going to explain the details of how this might work.
Thank you.
This is very important what he says.
For me, the most important part here is making sure that you as a community are well served. That there has been this wonderful community that is built up around Vainglory. It's a wonderful game. It deserves to have a wonderful community around it, and that community deserves to be able to continue to play the game.
This is unbelievable.
And it broke my heart, the idea that we had this wonderful thing. I still love watching people play on Twitch, and it was just it was in threat of just going away. And for me, like that was just a very disheartening and just frustrating
right
moment.
now.
It's like,
I
okay,
can't believe this.
how do we put
How
Vainglory
does this happen
in a
to this
situation
game?
where
How did this game go from like... How did this happen? Vainglory, this game is so good. How did this game come all the way to the point that they basically have to shut it down?
no one can kill it? Right?
No one
How
can
do we
kill
put
it.
it in a situation
Yeah. He basically said we want to put the game in a situation where no one can kill it, like Rogue did like right now.
where it is being carried along by the people who love it as much as we do?
Yes.
And so it was, to me, it was very much, how do we manage to give this to the community? The most important thing is we have
By
to
the way, the
get it
original
off the
video is in the
servers,
description,
because
guys,
that's
if you're
where
interested
the
in it.
most and greatest threat is. But how do you get it off servers? I mean, that is where so much of the function.
Yeah, he basically says that the servers cost a lot of money. They have, they have to get them off the servers. They can't just let it on there and not take care of the game.
Functionality that
Because if they let it on the servers and not take care of the game, they won't make new heroes, no new skins, right? And they're gonna lose a lot of money with it.
the behaviors, what drives.
Because essentially they make their money through the skins and stuff. So it
It's where the
makes sense.
matches are played. It's where your inventory is stored. So how do we get it off the servers? Okay, so now we're starting to get into problems. Okay, well, we're going to pare down the.
So what he says here, they're gonna take the most important aspects of Vainglory and run them, like creating a party, running the actual game, that kind of stuff. So we're gonna go a little forward because that's what he
does that
talks
mean
about.
for the client? That means the very minimum.
Yes, like I said.
And that's going to go away, and there's something.
So basically, everything else is probably gonna go. Well, not everything, but a lot of like your trophies, quests are gonna go away. Just everything that doesn't have to do with actually playing the game.
We're losing friends.
Your friend list is going away. So make sure to add your friends on Discord, guys. Go to Vainglory and add your regular Vainglory friends on Discord or any other social media. Otherwise, you are gonna lose them. You won't see them again. Add them now, as soon
Losing
as
the
possible.
friend system.
Yes.
We're not losing our friends.
No
The friends are still out
system.
there, and we're hoping that you have ways to contact them in other
He
means.
mentions that too.
Discord, Twitch.
Add
There's so many
them on
ways, so many
Discord,
different
guys.
communication But I'll get back to that because I really want to bring parties back.
Okay,
I
well.
love quests, but keep those.
Yeah, no quests.
And you're gonna be able to queue into and get into a match.
Queue into and get it. But how does... I mean, that sounds quite promising to me, honestly. That sounds like ranked. But how does that work? There are no more servers?
All right, so some things are going to away in the short term as well. The profile, when you go in there, your historical information is all going to go away because that's all stored on the database as well.
Your
you will
elo,
now have the
not your
ability to
elo.
change
No,
your-
I mean, like, let's say you're Fiji Golden season 0, season 1, it's all gonna go away. So make screenshots of that.
change your handle at will, right? Because that's going
So you
to
can change your name whenever you want to whatever you want to, because it's not online anymore. It's not a global server.
stored locally, and we are maintaining your elo. So matchmaking
So
will
here
be
he talks
based
about
on-
elo.
I-
Matchmaking will be based on elo, he says, but I honestly don't know how that will work out yet. Let's just hope there is still going to be some sort of ranked.
Actually, my elo is so low, it might actually help. So I really wanted to try to find a way that we could keep parties without having a large database backend system
Yes.
to manage all that. I think I've got a way. It's a technical challenge. We're doing some experimentation right now. And I don't want to promise anything, but this is really important to me that we be able to form and match, because it's just such a vital way of being able to get into matches. You can still have private matches. You can still run tournaments. Like it being able to keep parties unlocks so much of what's amazing about this community. So trying to get that back. But after a certain point, like that still leaves some servers that we are continuing to operate.
So here he talks about China still being up because NetEase runs China. It's not important for us.
In North America, thus and so organization is now running them.
So here he talks about community run community ran servers. So the community has some people that can run servers, and then when you go into matchmaking, you can actually see this server is run by him or her or him.
Matchmakers and running the game servers in Vainglory based project. We're going to take these steps.
This is unimportant.
And
here
that's the direction.
A lot of important stuff will be said after the 30 minutes, guys. So
thank you, Laquari. That's great. So to summarize, expect major changes to the game as soon as this week. We love this game. We're trying to work very hard to make sure that it can live forever and that we can do something entirely new and different with it that we really haven't seen other games do, and work very closely with you guys to make that possible. So expect some core functionality to disappear or work in funny ways in the short term. And expect some service disruption. I would be amazed if this would all happen with no downtime, with no kind of hiccups at different kinds of different points in time.
All that stuff. I already had one today. My game crashed and all other teammates crashed as well.
All kinds of bumps in the road as a result. We will be right there with you. So here's what we will need from you guys, because this is not a thing that we can do.
Blah, blah, and you have to. So basically, if you have any questions, you can go into Reddit, the Vainglory Reddit, and in the Vainglory Discord. In these two things, you can ask them all questions. They will try to respond them.
Figure out how to set up the communications channels here as well as possible.
Prepare
over the next couple of weeks. And we also, frankly, need all of you guys' patience. This transformation will take time. It's a project that we are really excited about. It's been such an amazing journey with you guys for these past 6 years or so of Vainglory. So we're really excited about this from the beginning of this week to an end state where some of Sean's, some of Aquari's vision that he outlined will actually.
So their goal is to make that reality.
And then
what
finally,
they just said about shutting down the
all the
servers
energy that you guys can send his way,
private servers.
because he's going to be his day job continue. Turn you over
Here
to
he's going to talk about Project Spellfire.
How we will talk to you guys next.
Possible, and we don't have all the see some familiar faces out there, the like. So please hit us up. Also, we're out here and Vainglory from me. Back to you, Christian.
All right, listen.
Thank you guys again for all the support throughout all of these years. It really means a lot to us, and thank you in advance for the support and the patience with us over the next couple of weeks and months. The thing that I am excited about, that we get to work directly together with all of you guys, the Vainglory community, to create something that is a true industry first, the very first community-driven cross-platform MOBA. And that, we think, is a worthy dream to fight for. Thank you guys, and stay safe.
How did it come down to this? How did this beautiful game come down to this? What happened? This game, Vainglory really doesn't deserve this. I'm left speechless. I mean, I hope that I informed you enough about this, about what's gonna happen. And yeah, I mean, I'm still recording Vainglory videos, and I will keep doing that if I enjoy it. And I really don't have anything else to say. Bye bye.